Mike Moore Media, the first place to hear Rockingham County news and information.
On this edition of Rise Up Reidsville, Judy Yarborough, city marketer. Hey, Judy, and what a beautiful day we have in Reidsville.
Good morning. It is a lovely day, isn't it? I love seeing the sunshine.
Me too. A good day to get out and about. And I have my calendar ready. I'm ready to jot down some upcoming events so we'll all be on the same page. Let's start there. What's coming up?
Well, you know, we have started booking events with the updates that were made with the mandates. We are very excited. Now we're still trying to determine total numbers and hoping that by the time everything gets started, the numbers will be even higher.
Yeah.
But for outdoor events. But we are lining things up, and Jill has been very busy getting the season lined up down at Market Square and downtown. So everything's going to kind of kick off down there in June. So she's given it a little time to make sure that everybody's going to be, be safe and we can do what we want to do and not have to worry about numbers and that kind of thing.
Sure. Okay. So kicking off in June. Okay.
Right. And so the second Friday, that's an event that they do with the Chamber of Commerce and the RDC, the Reidsville Downtown Corporation, which if you're not familiar with what they do, the Downtown Corporation is a wonderful advisory board that's made up of some merchants, but people that live here in Reidsville, and they want to be involved in downtown and to help downtown grow and that kind of thing. So
sure. They
put on the second Downtown Fridays, and that is when they have entertainment down there, and they'll close off the streets. And they have cars that come in. You can register your car, I think, in advance. I'm sorry. I don't think you do register in advance. I think you just show up with your cars, classic cars. And, it doesn't have to be a 1940 car. If you think your car is classic, bring it down there. They don't care.
All right.
If you've got motorcycles, that kind of thing. So that kicks off the second Friday of June, which will be June the 12th. Then the concerts kick off at Market Square. She has brought in the Journey Tribute Band, which is always a huge success. They've not been here for several years. Trial by Fire, and that's going to be June 26th. And Mike, if you've not come and seen that band, you need to see them. They're a great Journey Tribute Band.
I have seen them, and I agree. They are absolutely wonderful.
They are. Ernie, who is the head singer with that, really has got Steve Perry down, I'd say.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Yeah. So Farmers Market kicks off May 1. We've talked about that, what's going on there. That's going to be a great market, but that does kick off May 1. And then, of course, she's going to have concerts going the last Saturday of every month, June through September. And then her second Downtown Fridays will be the second Friday of every month. Then we've also got the Fab Festival. Now, that's going to be a new event that we are doing in October. We revamped our festival this year. So the Fab Festival, we're not going to have the same kind of festival that we've had for 30 years.
Okay.
So, and we know some people are going to be disappointed in that, but we are lining up a whole new festival that will be in May of 2022. It's going to be held out at Lake Reidsville. But the Fab Festival is going to be October 16th, and that is food, arts, and brews.
Oh, I love it. Okay.
I think it's going to be great. She did one down there, or Missy did one down there year before last. Of course, COVID messed us up this past year. It was a successful event, but they're really going to grow this. And they want the art to be something that people get involved in. So, she may have somebody down there. I know she's talked to somebody that's going to come in and do sand castles and show kids how to build great sand castles, like art sand castles.
Oh, wow.
We want the potters to be out there with their wheels. I mean, there's all kinds of things that she really wants it to be an interactive art display. So I think that's going to be a really good event, and she's going to have lots of food trucks out there and some local breweries. Of course, Lucky City will be there. And so I think that's going to be a really good event. That's going to be October the 16th.
Okay, got it.
So we're looking at moving the big festival, and the name has not been determined yet, but we are doing this in conjunction with toy makers. And as you know, Toy Makers is a reality show that is filmed here in Reidsville. They are known all over the United States and beyond, and they have really built a name for themselves, a huge following. And we're going to be doing a big, almost like a county fair out at Lake Reidsville. It's going to be May the 20th of 2022. And it's going to be several days. We're trying to get all that lined up, but we're going to have big amusement rides out there. So, and we're going to have Toy Makers out there with the cars, and we'll have vendors. So it's going to be a really great event. We're very excited about that. It's going to take place over several days.
Okay, so that's March of next year. And, you know, people come to these festivals.
No, May of next year, I'm sorry.
May of next year. I'm sorry, you said May. Yeah,
right.
I'm messed up there on that. I had the wrong M month there. So May 2022 for that festival, still be named with Toy Makers. You know, we come to these festivals and all of these things that happen in Reidsville, and there's so much work. See, this is over almost a year and a half in planning this particular one. This is going to be big.
Right. It's going to be big, and it's going to take a lot of planning. So we are very, and because it'll be a new thing and the first time, you know, please be patient with us, but I think it's going to be a really great event, and I think it'll be nice to be able to do something out at the lake like that.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Okay, that's a great venue for that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So a couple of other things that we've got coming up here in Reidsville. I will tell you that if you did not go, you certainly need to go this year. The Lantern Festival is going to be September 25th out at Lake Reidsville. That is a phenomenal event. Did you go to that last time?
I did not. No, I didn't get there. I'm sorry, but I heard so many wonderful things about it.
You know, it's a great event. And if you're not familiar with what it is, it's where you come in, it's a ticketed event, but for your ticket, you get a lantern that you can decorate, and then you put it out on the lake at night, and the lights light up. Last year, or not last year, but year before last, of course it got canceled last year, but year before last, there were 4,000 people out there.
Wow.
And all those lanterns went out on the lake. It was just phenomenal. It's a very peaceful, easy event, so to speak. It is it gives you a good feeling, and it was really a very peaceful gathering, and it was just, you could honor folks that had passed. If you wanted to honor somebody that was sick, I mean, it was just, and people got up and talked about what their lantern represented to them. It was just a really beautiful event, and that's going to be taking place September the 25th out there, and tickets are on sale now. You do not buy them from us. You buy them online at the Water Lantern Festival, and this one is called the Piedmont Triad Festival because, you know, like I said, it brings in people from all over. We had people from all over North Carolina at that event, and Virginia and South Carolina last year.
Well, it's good to hear that that's coming back this year to Lake Reidsville. Wonderful.
Yeah, great event. And then, of course, if you're a cyclist, Cycle NC is going to be out at Lake Reidsville on October the 3rd. They're going to be rolling in for a night. They'll be spending the night there. We're going to bring them downtown and have a concert downtown. Of course, that concert will be open to anybody. Send them to our local restaurants. But that is the Mountains to Sea ride. And you start in the mountains and you ride all the way to the coast. It's a week-long ride. And we will be hosting them again this year. We've hosted them several times. This will be the second overnight we've done with them here in Reidsville. And so it's a lot of fun, and meet riders from all over the United States and in Europe. They come from all over for this event. So
yeah.
We had 1,000 riders out here last time.
And was that canceled last year? It was, wasn't it? Or
It was, yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah, because I talked to the people on the state level about that. But, won't that be great to have that back? So that is October 3rd. Okay, got it.
October the 3rd. So, and then one of the things that we're working on right now is we are developing a new page for our website called Reidsville Originals. And what that entails is, if you were to think about Reidsville and you were to think about people, places, and things that, you know, really, when you think about them, you think about Reidsville, or they have so-called put Reidsville on the map because of things that they have done. We want people to give us names of people, places, and things that they think has contributed to Reidsville. I mean, when you think about Reidsville, what is something, Mike, that you would think is a Reidsville original?
Well, of course, I think about the old Lucky Strike plant, that no one else had that. But, there are things that I'm sure people, when they start to think about this, that are so unique to Reidsville that no one else has.
That's exactly right. I mean, one of the first things that pops in my mind is short sugars.
Short sugars, yes, sure. Mm-hmm.
They've been here forever. They have literally put Reidsville on the map. I know people come from all over to get that barbecue. They're on the barbecue trail for North Carolina. So, there's that. I think about things that have contributed to our history, like the Fultz Quads, the quadruplets that were from here. And so, then you've got Q Tucker. Let's look at Q Tucker. I mean, she is over the High School Athletic Association, and Q's from here. You've got the Reidsville Rams. Now, come on. That certainly has put us on the map.
That's exactly right. Yeah, football for sure.
They made us exactly. We are the football capital of North Carolina because of the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I should have said that first.
Right, exactly. And that's just not one team. But, how many teams have contributed to that and people have contributed to that?
Sure. I remember years ago now sitting down with Harry Brown and looking at a bunch of old programs and pictures and things, over the years with the Reidsville Rams. And, what a impact that has made locally and on the state.
Absolutely. It's something we can be really proud of. And, our whole Team Reidsville campaign, while it is not geared towards the Rams by any matter of the means, but that is one of the things that helped us come up with that campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Because, they are a team, and no matter what, and they roll in and roll out, but they still remain a great team. And that's what Reidsville is. It's a whole team.
That's exactly right. Yeah, Team Reidsville for sure. And I think about where you are right now. That's the beautiful Penn House, too. That's
right. So that is certainly a Reidsville original, no doubt about that. And, we have been very fortunate in that the City Council has supported this place for a long, long time. And, we do weddings here every single weekend. They begin in April and go through November. And, Mike, I expect a lot of people don't realize, but about 80% of our weddings are from people outside this market.
Wow.
So we bring in people from all over. We do destination weddings here. We had one, last year, again, kind of screwed everybody up. Mm-hmm. But the year before that, we had one that was from Connecticut. Mm-hmm. And this bride never set foot in this facility until her wedding day. And they brought in people from all over the United States, as far away as Alaska flew in for that wedding.
That speaks volumes, doesn't it, for just that one place?
It does, absolutely. Mm-hmm. And, how many venues do we have in Rockingham County? A lot. Mm-hmm. Weddings is a huge industry for Rockingham County, and I don't think people really realize how big it is here, but it's a huge industry.
You're exactly right, and that's increasing all the time. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You think about Susie Sharp. She was the first state Supreme Court judge. She was from Reidsville.
Mm-hmm, sure.
Somebody that's still with us, Brad Spencer. Look at Brad Spencer.
Oh, yeah.
Phenomenal. We just posted something on Team Reidsville about him the other day where he and Tammy have got another brick sculpture that went up in Charlotte.
I saw that. Beautiful, beautiful work. Yeah.
Yeah. So Madeline, Greco, and Scott Fray. Some people might not know who they are, but they are 3-time world championship body painters.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
they represent the whole. They travel the whole world. And where are they based out of? Right here in Reidsville.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Been a lot on them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's amazing. So, of course, we've got toy makers, which is, again, putting us on the map. We are in the process of finishing up our tour for that. So what's going to happen there is we're going to have signs located throughout Reidsville where they actually film, and there'll be information so people can do a self-guided tour. And then they are opening up twice a month on a Saturday. You will have to make reservations in advance, but they will be open for you to make reservations and come out and meet the crew.
Mm-hmm. That is so exciting. Wow.
I know. So Lots of great things going on. But if you know a Reidsville original or something you think is a Reidsville original, drop us a note on Facebook. Give us a call or send us an email. We'd love to get your ideas. We want as many as possible.
Okay, sounds good. So we need residents' input on that right now. Reidsville originals. Oh, I love that idea. That's just something that you'd come up with in Reidsville, with Team Reidsville. That sounds great. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah,
okay.
That's a good thing.
Lots of good things. And, Judy, always a pleasure to talk to you. Our calendar is getting filled up now with those wonderful events and taking vendor applications now for the farmers market that will open in May.
Right, first weekend in May.
Yeah, okay. All right, Judy, thank you.
Thank you, Mike.
Have a good week. Bye.
You too.
Judy Yarborough, Reidsville City Marketer. For more information, you can get it right there at riseupresville.com.